morning, New Life. My name is Cordelia, and at this time in the service, we like to take out a few minutes to just shed some light on what God is doing in the midst of his people here at New Life. This morning, I have Richard and Tiffany Jett with me. Thank you guys so much for coming in to share. Yes. Yes. So we have this thing called Fast Five, where you ask 5 questions really fast. Y'all ready for that?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So the first question is favorite barbecue.
Slaps.
Okay. Family. Tell me a little bit about your family.
Yeah, so we have a son who's 14, Kyler. Okay. We have a daughter who's 8, Kenzie, and we have Chloe who's 5 and Katie who's 3.
Oh, cute. Cool. How did you hear about New Life?
Our neighbors, Karen and Jonathan Harrison, they've attended here from the beginning, and when we moved to Kansas City, we were looking for a church, and they told us about New Life.
Oh, dope. Okay, that's really cool. How did you get to Kansas City?
Car.
That works. Where do you work?
I work at the Lenexa Fire Department.
Okay.
And I'm a teacher, a 3rd grade teacher at Northland Christian Schools.
Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for doing that. So the next question that I have for you, not a part of the Fast Five, is how did you come to know the Lord, and how has that been?
Yeah, I was not raised in a family that followed Christ. My dad was an alcoholic. And so basically going to church for us when we were growing up was an escape from my home life. It wasn't until my senior year of high school, one of my best friends, her dad was a worship pastor in our town, and she took me to a Disciple Now conference. And I really, at that point, thought, I want to follow Jesus. I want to live for him. And I ended up going to a Bible college and got a degree there. And that's where we met. Aww. This was my degree. No, just kidding.
The MRS degree.
Right, right. And then I went on to Pittsburgh State University in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and got my teaching degree. So really, for me, it's just been a journey of not having that growing up. So finding my faith on my own and through Richard and his family have been such a huge part in that of Jesus becoming my own personal Lord and Savior.
That's awesome. Richard, what about for you?
I grew up in the church. My dad was the senior minister at our church, and just a strong backing there. And it's really easy on that point to just kind of ride the coattails, as you will. But come my high school year, I started really getting serious about it. And eventually I'm going to stand in eternity, and it's not going to be my mom and dad's faith that gets me there. So that's when that journey began. And then we met at Ozark Christian College, and then it became more Jesus was kind of the Savior at first, but then it really, as the years have gone on and walking with him, learning more what it means to have him as Lord, and he dictates my life and how I behave and what I do and everything. So
That's awesome. Thank you guys for sharing that. So the next question is just how, have you, what are some ministries that you guys have been involved in here at New Life? I know you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
Could you share a little bit about the ministries that you're involved in and why you're passionate about those?
Yeah. I started out really involved in the women's ministry and helped. I'm the gift lady, the prize lady of the women retreats. I just have a lot of connections, and so I always like to try to find prizes for the ladies. But now I'm pretty involved in the worship team. Worship has always been a passion of mine. It's where I first fell in love with Jesus, was through music. And
that's how I fell in love with her too.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
Oh, so cute. So anyway, so I enjoy serving on the worship team is a huge part of my ministry to others, and my ministry also just in my own personal walk.
Gotcha. What about for you?
So, like I said, I paid my way through college basically by doing sound at our school and traveling around, and then that's where we met. And then, so getting here, that's kind of just a hobby of mine. So I enjoy it, and I've jumped in that way. And then have kind of started a small men's group that starts on Wednesday nights. We fire up a fire pit and we deal with life issues and just be real with each other.
That's awesome. Man, thank you guys so much for sharing. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday.